meeting breaks up tonight.
I know it does.
We are live.
Yes, it does.
Stay in the room all night.
Yes. Oh, you were right.
Yep.
There's white truck with a black cap. Old knobby knees.
Now I want to say hi to Deborah.
Are we live yet?
Yeah, we're on.
Thanks. 6 o'clock.
Is it? Okay. Call this meeting to order. We'll pledge the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right? Now when he comes in, I'm going to tell him, we just adjourned, Jim.
Thank everyone for coming. Need a motion to approve the minutes from September 16, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approval of September 2024 expenses.
Make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. Correspondence. New business. Open bids for the sale of Glory Drive parcel. Motion to approve or deny awarding to successful bidder. I have the envelope right here. Lisa, just give it to me. I do not have my letter opener. Right here. Is that the door? Or just a phone?
That was me.
Ah,
Oh. It'll stop.
Oh, shoot. 2355 Glory Drive. This person says they agree to purchase a lot at 2355 Glory Drive for $53,500. Got a phone number and an email. What is it, Pribishak?
You know, I'm
how do you pronounce it?
Prubishu.
What is it?
Prubishu.
Okay, thank you. I'm an English scholar. You know, names can be tough sometimes. So that's you?
Yep.
That was our asking price?
Minimum bid was 53,000.
Okay. Well then,
And he is aware that it has to be paid in full within 60 days.
okay. Tim, do we get a motion from the supervisors in a second to accept it?
I think that would be appropriate.
Okay. Get a motion in a second.
I'll make a motion that we approve the bid.
I'll second it.
All right, and that is in the amount of $53,500. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's nice.
It's just down to
You can give me a call in the morning and I'll put you in contact with our solicitor.
I don't have your number. If you can give me a call, my number's over there.
Sure, or my card's out front.
There's a bunch of cards right as you walk
Okay,
to your
I'll
left.
give it to you. Okay, thank you.
Good,
Thank
thank you.
Okay, Matt, do you want to go over that before we take a motion?
Sure, so we have a resolution 2412 for the adoption of the street and storm sewer specifications. This is a revision of the October 2013 specifications. Primarily, we're revising the specifications for the asphalt because PennDOT revised the asphalt because back in 2013 we had hot mix asphalt and warm mix asphalt. And now we just have asphalt, which is basically the more mixed asphalt specification. So it changed the specification numbers, so we did that. And the only other real change that we made in the specifications was the width of the street. We had a 28-foot wide cartway as the minimum street with curbing. We reduced that down to 26-foot cartway without curbing, primarily for more rural areas of the township. We don't really need curved roadways in some areas. There's still discretion for the width of the street based on the land development process. So that's the changes to the ordinance. I've also added into the resolution that from time to time I have the authority as PennDOT changes specifications, they just go ahead and change the specification without having to go through the adoption of another resolution. So that way we can keep it up to date as things change, because it's gonna change.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I have a motion to approve or deny? That's resolution number 2024-12.
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution 2024-12.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve or deny adoption of the Summit Township investment policy statements for investment accounts and cash reserves.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve or deny repository sale of parcel number 40-003-015.0-002.00, 50-foot by 112-foot lot off of Henry Street to David Church in the sum of $200.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Hey, Jack, is that all the value that the land is worth, or did you have it appraised? That seems awful cheap. I mean, it's not a big piece of land, but it's a
It's
decent-sized piece of land.
It's a repository
What
parcel.
does that mean?
It means that the county took it for unpaid taxes, and the county, there's a law that allows the county to sell it for a minimum of $250 in order to get it back on the, back on the tax rolls.
So if the county took it, why are we selling it?
Because we have unpaid taxes that are owed to us, so by approving the sale, we're getting rid of the taxes.
We're not selling it, Jim, we're just
Oh,
approving
approving,
the county.
Oh,
approving
we
the
don't
county
own it. Okay,
to
I'm
sell it.
sorry. Okay.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to schedule budget work session October 17th at 9 a.m.
Make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve or deny expenses for attendance to 2024 ECATO Convention, elected and appointed officials.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Donated uses, requests. Motion to approve or deny Valley View HOA Senior Center Community Center, October 16th, 2024 at 5 p.m.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve or deny the Meadows at Summit HOA Senior Community Center, 11/7/24 at 6 p.m.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve or deny Summit Lions Club at Picnicana, 7/9/25.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve or deny Supportive Living Services, Picnicana, 8/15/2025 at 10 a.m. till 4:30 p.m.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion to approve or deny Summit Lions Club at Picnicana, 8/20/25.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Land development, we got something, Matt?
No, nothing tonight.
Okay. Solicitor,
Nothing actionable this evening, sir.
thank you. Engineer Jonas, MS4 public input session.
All right, let me get this going here. All right, welcome to the 2024 public input session. So this will kind of a review of what was done over the past year for the MS4. The MS4 area has not changed. We're still waiting for the 2020 census data to be processed, to be incorporated. So the area in pink is still the area that we're in charge of with our permit. As of now, we currently have 184 MS4 outfalls in the township. We've monitored 65 of those within the past year. We've started going through the cycle to look at all of them again. So as of now, we have 52 outfalls that have had dry weather flow. That number is actually less than that. That's currently has dry weather flow. We're still monitoring a few that have gone a few years that have not had dry weather flow, so that number should go down. Our private stormwater best management practices, we have 123 total stormwater systems in the township that are privately owned and maintained. 110 of those are in the MS4 area. As of now, 83 are currently inspected or currently under construction. We have 19 that are due for inspection this year, and 8 stormwater BMPs that were put in prior to maintenance agreements that we have no mechanism to require inspections for, that we kind of just do the windshield inspection on as we go by to make sure there's nothing wrong with them. The township owns 6 BMPs, all of which have been inspected this year or in good working order. Our pollutant reduction plans, the community park, rain garden, and municipal storage yard detention basin. The rain garden was letting out too much water when it was first put in. That has been corrected. Both BMPs are now functioning as they were designed to function, and we've actually seen, I don't think we've had flooding at Old French Road since they've been put in, so they're working really well. We're currently working on the pollutant reduction plan for the Walnut Creek watershed. We're kind of nailing down the final revision. Whenever that is revised, it'll have to go out for public comment and review. I think it's a 30-day public comment period, and then we have to have a public hearing on it before we approve it. But we're trying to get DEP's buy-in on the tentative plan before we go through the process. That way we don't have to go through it multiple times. There's no significant illicit discharges this year. As always, if you see an illicit discharge, call the township. You can email the township or use the website to report it. And kind of the things you're looking for is, kind of know the drill, dumping concrete wash water down the catch basin, people dumping paint oil. Anything that's not stormwater is considered an illicit discharge. So like if you're dumping your cooking oil grease down the drain, you're not supposed to do that. If you see excessive sediment flowing down like a storm sewer or ditch, report that as well. We do have naturally occurring iron oxidizing bacteria in the township. It kind of turns the stream orange. It's a naturally occurring thing. It's because we have higher iron content in our soil, so just keep an eye on it. It does give off a sheen kind of like an oil, but if you hit it with a stick or something, it'll break, where an oil sheen will not. So that's one way to be able to tell there. We're always up for organizations that want to help with roadside cleanups, stream cleanups. We're always trying to minimize fertilizer and herbicide use, minimize exposed soils during construction, try not to dump grass clippings and debris in the stream beds and stuff like that, or in the storm sewers, and then keep hazardous materials kind of covered, not exposed to the elements. So you don't want to keep your car battery outside or your oil change oil outside between oil changes. So that's about it for me tonight. Any questions, Jim?
No, that one about the stuff that looked like oil, I always would see it in front of my house. I'm like, well, I know there's no oil there unless somebody buried oil before I did. I did not know what that's causing it. Sooner or later, someone's gonna call. Well, it doesn't happen anymore because you took the ditch, but
Yeah.
you would see that sheen, and I did not know what it was. I'm like, is there oil leaking somewhere?
Yeah, that's a big thing in the township, and I think a lot of people are aware of it now, because I used to get called out all the time, like there's oil in my yard, and I go look at it.
Yeah, that's where I'd see it, is in the ditch, and I'm like, what's going on?
Thank
I
you.
learned something today.
All right, thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Matt.
Supervisors, Mr. Welka.
We started on the block replacement on Walnut Creek down at Old French Road. It's going pretty smooth. Probably spent most of this week crack sealing the roads. Got quite a bit of material to apply and a long list of roads to put it on. That's about it from the road crews.
Thank you. Mr. Davis.
We rented a small chipper for a week last week, and the guys went up and cleaned up the trails up at Pitney all along the walking trail and the disc golf trail where the kids run, etc. Did a really nice job. It looks much better. There were piles of branches that were piled up over the years, just dead everything everywhere. So they got all that cleaned up. Looks good. Thinking about, I was mowing down I was cutting a rain garden the other day, and Matt and I'll look at that tomorrow, but some pretty heavy stuff in there I found out. Was it once a year we can
Yes.
cut it, Matt? Okay. I guess that's about it. There was one other thing I can't think of off the top of my head, but
Putting the plows on.
well, oh yeah, the trucks are, yeah, the plows are on, and I think three of them are ready to go, so.
Undercoated, all fresh undercoat.
Yeah, you guys are doing a great job getting everything up to snuff, and we're using the single stage wing cylinder now instead of the two stage. It's much more robust setup. It doesn't tend to get bent or broken like the other one would, so I think Daryl's got all of them modified now to run like that, and it should save a lot of breakdowns. Things are going well at the garage, and parks are wrapping up. We do have some trees up in the woods that'll be cut down in the next week or so. There's stuff too big for us to manage. I think we got a good price from Walter Tree Service to come up and take those all out, and that'll be happening soon. The Boy Scouts will be camping out next Friday, this Friday the 11th at night, and into Saturday morning. In return, they're going to rake rocks out of the newly formed ball field if it's dry enough. If it's not, then they'll work on garden flower beds and weeding and anything we can get from them, clean up the fire pit, whatever, just little projects to keep them busy for a few hours. That's about it. Thanks.
Thank you. Well, things have been going pretty well around here. Northwestern Pennsylvania is fortunate enough not to be dealing with all these storms. Florida's got a biggie coming right now. Don't look very good. Anyway, we've been taking care of some building maintenance on this building, cleaning some things up. We just replaced 6 old original windows at the senior center, fairly rotten. And it's that time of the year. Next 6 weeks, watch for deer standing along the road. They're getting active. So that's it for me. Public.
Is there anything on our books about dilapidated, unlived-in houses? There's that one on Hammond Road. You guys probably know who owns it, but I'm not going to say it's the White House on the east side, north of the roundabout and between Hershey, and it's really getting bad. I know why people leave them there. If you leave them there, supposedly you can use the original septic system, which is probably non-existent there, as old as that house looks, which is probably ran to the ditch. I'm not going to say I don't know, but I mean, it's getting really bad. And that's a busy road. I mean, I use it. I'm sure a lot of people use it, you know, because it's a cut through. to avoid Peachtree, but is there anything on the books that you can, force these owners to take them down or keep them updated? The city has rules, but sometimes the city, you can't get money out of somebody that don't have money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been talked about, and I don't know where we're at in the process, Jim. I know the former owner didn't want to do it because asbestos siding, nobody
Right.
wanted to spend the money to remove the siding. Because you or my house, we're allowed to remove it ourselves and
Right.
put it in a dumpster, according to the state.
Right,
If you hire a contractor, then they
They
gotta
have
be
to
a
do it.
licensed asbestos
So-
abatement contractor. So, and it's tough for the land bank to get involved in something like that because you're not allowed to, and it makes sense, you're not allowed to work for or let a business profit off of something you want. And if they did want it tore down as a blighted property, then they'd probably have to subdivide a lot there, give it to the land bank. The land bank can tear it down and then give it back. And that costs money too, so. Anyone else got any input?
I do believe they received a letter from the zoning office to proceed with the removal of it, but I don't know where it stands in the process. Something we could touch base with Tammy on, but I know that the owner's been notified about demoing the house.
And we're pretty fortunate here because, in the past 10 years, we've had a lot of abandoned properties, blighted homes, and because of the value of real estate in Summit, they usually don't last long, Even like down at the casino, there was 10 buildings down there from I-90 to the casino driveway. They're all gone because they finally realized they're an eyesore and how actually how cheap it is to have them tore down and hauled away. I think the old Country Tavern was done for like $4,500. That's pretty reasonable to clean up a site, and you got a valuable piece of property, Anything else?
just wondered about it.
Well, thanks for coming, and how about a motion to adjourn? The next meeting is Monday, October 21st, 2024 at 4:30 p.m.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye. Thank you.